Hey guys, and welcome to Ohayocon 2016, Brad's retrospective. First off, I'm going to apologize because I'm still kind of sick. It could have been from the convention, or it could be just because winter hit us like a freight train, pretty much at the end of the convention. So, ignore all the coughing, throat clearing and such. I just wanted to get this stuff out there, and honestly, this is the best that I've felt over the past little over a week since the con. I'm recording this on January 25th, my birthday, when I turned 28. I was trying to date this as best I can. But, basically, really quick, I'm just going to talk about how the convention was for me. Some stuff you might be able to learn from my experience with the con. And, yeah, hopefully, you guys can have a good con as well. I'll take off the rose-tinted glasses for a second, because I have some not fun stuff to talk about, and then rose-tinted sunglasses will be put back on after that. Basically, I did have some small issues at the convention. One of the issues was my rooming situation. Basically, when you look at it, it basically boils down to an issue of communication between me and the person running my room. We couldn't get in contact as much, and we had 3 rooms with like 2 or 3 different people, like 2 people running 2 rooms, then another person running 1 or something like that. And basically every time I went to one set of rooms, I was turned away, saying that some other person that was not in the room currently was running the room, and they didn't know how to handle the spacing thing and blah blah blah. So unfortunately, I had to stay on as a guest with a couple of my friends. I mean, it just unfortunately created some issues that I didn't know about, and yeah. So I again want to apologize for that, and stress to you guys, that if you're rooming with someone, communicate with them. Make sure that you 100% know where you're staying, how many people are in the room, what you're paying, and, other important details like that. Because it can come back to bite you, and, yeah. So, just keep that in mind for conventions. And that was probably the worst thing that I had to deal with at the convention. And again, I'm sorry for that, everybody, but I'm really glad that you helped me out, and I promise you that it will never happen again. Like, if I don't have my room shit figured out, I'm just gonna, go back home and, basically just deal with that. The second thing was, construction was going on at the Hyatt Regency this year. Remodeling and such. So, yes, there was some, more congestion with the convention center, but overall, we could still get to the panels easily enough. And, we were able to get around, to, where the events were, where the panels were, etc. So, kudos to staff, to people in general, just being smart enough to, know how to move around. I don't know who to credit, but, legit, we did a good job. Everybody got through fine, as far as I can tell, and we didn't have to deal with, a lot of larger costumes, blocking hallways. You guys did good, and, I feel like you guys deserve some applause for that, so. And also, if I sound sarcastic or mean, it's because I'm sick. I've been doing this for a while. You guys kind of get the vibe that, or should be getting the vibe that I'm, pretty decent, trying to be positive and upbeat as I can. But, sorry. And then basically, I'll just run through the rest of the convention, which will require my rose-tinted sunglasses, because, you see things positively through rose-tinted sunglasses. And legit, you do. I love these things. And they're for my Soul King Brook cosplay. Just so we're 100% clear on why I have these glasses. But basically, I'll just run down my days really quick. Friday, I had the Pokemon shoot with a couple of my friends. It was pretty cool. One of the coolest things they had going on there was they had the evolutions, you know, like crossed over with like Sailor Moon characters. And there was one epic like Tuxedo Mask / Umbreon that I really liked. And then, you know, from there it was just basically your, okay, do fire type, water type, normal type, you know, human characters, etc. Like, not a lot of, not a lot of, like, crazy different things. But we had a few cool, interesting shots, which I have in my, photo album on my Facebook. Friday evening, I attended the formal with a couple of my friends. We didn't end up staying very long, but, you know, it was still a nice time. Like, I had fun, and, you know, I want to thank you for coming with me for that. Oh, man, I was very nervous asking about that, but you went along with it, and I appreciate that. I had a nice time. I hope you did as well, and, yeah. So, that wraps up Friday pretty much for me. Saturday, I had the One Piece shoot. We had a good number of characters. A lot were from the current arc, you know, Dressrosa in the manga anyway, and like just a mix of other different like some other characters. But unfortunately, we didn't have most of the Straw Hat crew. Like we had a couple of Luffys. I was Brook. Sanji came in later on. And then it was just other characters like Shanks, Doflamingo, Mr. Crocodile, etc. So, like, the turnout was a bit less than I had hoped for, but it was still cool getting to get some of the different pictures that we got with you guys. And then the fairy tale shoot at 5 o'clock, I met some other Gajiels, and yeah, it was pretty cool. Unfortunately, I don't have many pictures because my camera is fairly old, so like, and we had lighting issues. Like 5 o'clock in January is pretty much pre-night, so it's kind of hard to get good shots unless you're in a well-lit area, which unfortunately we were not. It's basically a cafe area with like skylights, and yeah, it was kind of cloudy. So I don't have many shots for that. However, I saw a lot of other people get good shots because I guess they have cameras, which I guess help with brightness issues and etc. Also, I don't have any like tech to make my brightness issues any better. Sorry. I think that's it for Saturday, really, for me. Like, I did some more walking around and stuff, had some fun, and then finally Sunday basically was just my final walking around day. So I finally got to hit the dealer's room. Not sure if it's in the shot, but up on my wall there, I have my Fairy Tail messenger bag. Basically, I started Fairy Tail. I really like it, and I just got the bag just because, you know, I want to better show off that I'm an anime nerd to people. Like, I don't know, it's who I'm becoming, I guess. Secondly, it might be partly in the shot, but I have the Gurren Lagann wall scroll, the flag for Team Gurren Lagann, or Die Gurren, or I'm not exactly sure how to classify the flag at this point. And then, probably my favorite, well, actually one other thing, I got Simon's drill necklace. Basically, you know, he has the drill necklace that he uses to drill. And now, like, probably my favorite thing that I got from the dealer's room. This is Yubashiri, a metal sword. This is the Sandai Kitetsu Mark III, a metal sword. And this is the Wado Ichimonji, a foam sword and a black scabbard. Now, you may be wondering why I named all the swords individually. Basically, those are three of Zoro's swords right there. He starts out with the Wado Ichimonji, and then he later picks up Yubashiri and the Sandai Kitetsu Mark III in Locktown. Zoro was one of my first characters that I cosplayed for the One Piece series, and seeing those weapons, I just had to get them. Unfortunately, they don't have the right scabbard for the Wado Ichimonji. It's white instead of black, and it was foam instead of metal. But I was just like, screw it. At the very least, I can paint over this white, and I can carry the Ichimonji with me on the floor if I ever do Zoro again at a convention. Maybe I can do Arlong Park Zoro or something. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that was pretty much my trip to the convention. I saw some, also panels really quick. Two panels that I really enjoyed were the male cosplayer, which basically was just talking about some of the different things that, we as male cosplayers go through. Like some of the cosplay hate that we face, too small, too short, too fat, too not muscly for certain characters. Gender bending, crossplay, where you portray a female character as male or, male character as female. Yeah. Like just some stuff you can run into, in being a male cosplayer. It was good. I really liked it. Like, you don't hear a lot about male cosplayers. You hear about, Jessica Nagiri, Yaya Han. I don't follow a lot of cosplayers, but basically, a lot of female cosplayers. You don't hear as much about male cosplayers. So having a panel like that, was pretty cool. And then the second one, the big one for me, was cosplay confidence. Basically, it was just a thing, talk about some different tips and tricks and such, for like helping cosplayers to gain confidence in themselves. Join up with a group from the fandom. Get used to wearing your outfits. Take pictures, when you are in your outfit at home. Selfies and such. Like, just small tricks that you might not have thought of to help you build up confidence in your cosplay. Obviously, that's something that I lack because I've had some issues with my things in the past, and yeah. But I really like those panels. If you see them at your future conventions, I suggest going to them. I did miss a few panels I really wanted to see, like all my friends do a Rick and Morty panel, Grass Tastes Bad, I believe it was, as well as We Have Daddy Issues. That's for Full Metal Alchemist, the 7 Deadly Sins. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully the next convention I don't have scheduling issues. Also, I'd meant to do an interview with a cosplayer at the convention, but scheduling issues and I couldn't meet up with the person, and just communication was a bad thing. So what to take away from Ohayocon 2016? Communicate. With your roommates, with the people you're going to do stuff with, and yeah, like, it really helps a lot so that you don't make stupid mistakes on stuff. That's all I have to say. I'm going to include a quick montage of different shots that I got at the convention, just so people can see some of the cool and interesting things that go on at the convention. If you have any thoughts, comments, questions, opinions, concerns, whatever, I'll leave them in the comment section below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everyone, and I will catch you in the next video. I'm Valiant Bradley James.